Hello. What's up? So, what? Just to set it up a little bit. This Chrome key. I was questioning myself, should I stream? Probably I shouldn't, but here we are. Because I'm thinking still about those new series. Like YouTube series, YouTube web movie. Let's talk about that and let's try to search for something. But first let's discuss about best Netflix documentary 2020. I watched Wild Wild Land. It's really good one. But what is there? What is there? What should we watch? E-Team. American documentary film co-director, produced with Kathy Shenley and Ross Kaufman. The film premiere. What is it about? Community countries hosted by ruthless dictators, human rights. Okay. Feminists. Glow. What is the glow? The story of gorgeous lady of wrestling. Thank you. Into the Inferno. No. What happened? Who? Hey Damek! Hey Damek, man! Thank you so much. You make my day. Oh. Hey man, thank you so much. You're so generous. Wow, cannot believe it. Because really I didn't know should I stream, because I should concentrate more on the content, not this year I want to improve it, but still want to be here as much as I can because of you, and you show me that it's the right decision, man. Wow, it was magic. Yeah, thank you so much. How are you, man? Wow, I'm still a little bit shocked. Oof. Thank you a million times. So just want to see what should I watch later, because in this time of year I am watching a lot of movies. You good? That's great, man. So I'm just watching some of Netflix documentaries. So Joshua Wong, teenager who released Hong Kong Youth Distant Ring. Okay, maybe. Let's just write it down. What else? Is it a Kubrick? No. They Love Me When I'm Dead official trailer. American documentary director Morgan Neville revolving around making of the other side of the wind. Okay. Prohibition, Winter of Fire, Misrepresentation, Mercury. But what are the best? Tell Me Who I Am. Alone and Behold. They Love Me When I'm Dead, Behind the Curve. The Ivory Game. Yeah, about elephants. Bleeding Edge. The Fear of 13. Sour Grapes. What is that? Just to go and pick up some of them. Morgan. Abducted. The other one that Great Hack, I watched that. Not bad. But only like that. Strong Island Casting, Knockdown, Jim and Andy, 13. Fire, Icarus, okay. Misrepresentation. What's this like?
The media is the message.
You don't watch Netflix, but I heard that there are good series. Yeah, there are. I watched also something about Rome, movie series about Rome. What is it? Throwing back carton letter, representation, color glaring reality we live. No. Who I Am, Tell Me Who I Am. After losing his memory, aged Alex Lewis relies on his twin brother Marcus to teach him who he is, but the idyllic childhood Alex paints is hiding a traumatic family secret that the twins must finally face together. Decades later, Tell Who I Am. Yeah. I can switch on music? What do you mean by that? To switch channel name or... in video? You mean now? To play some music? I have everything here. I even have Ableton opened and I start creating like this something. But it's not the problem and thing. The what is bothering me, what to do with that. I want to do some music videos and stuff. Really, But this is bothering me really. I want to see where we will go, in which direction after publishing the movie, and publishing, put it on festival and finish the game. What to do next? Not finished, but just release it. Maybe this one. But I should switch the channel to Let's Chat or just chatting, sorry. Just chatting. Yeah, okay. And here we also put movie and animation. But yeah, maybe music later. I don't think so, but who knows? Okay, we added that. Because I have some interesting things to talk about AR movies. Maybe I will switch. Is it AR? No AR. What's the? I just watched. If we go to YouTube, let's see. And see in my channel history. It's called. ARG movie. Here is some videos that I watched. Yeah, also AI movies and procedural generated movies, machine learning and stuff. Lo and behold, reverse the connect world. Maybe this, but not so much about technology, but smart robots. Yeah, but I'm more for the some bots that can help us create help us in creation of the movie. What is the bleeding edge? Medical device industry and the profit-driven mind. No. Sour grapes. A chronicle of access and deception looks at the fascinating case of a young wine savant who connected investors to millions of dollars. No. Fire. The history of the Fire Music Festival from its creation through its unrevealing. Maybe, yeah, that could be fun. Okay. So we got some movies that we can watch there. About Jim. Yeah, I think I've watched that. It's a good movie. Let's see something about AR movie. In just good movies, I don't know. Adventures about some maybe AI or new type of artificial intelligence movie. But also if that's like this Coltrane probably, yeah, John Coltrane documentary, that is also sound good. Hey Slobodan, good evening. Hello. But just add that, so cinematography award, ET. So if we look at this AR, or how they call it, ARG movie, or some most popular series, ARG movies. What is this? Those are not the ones that I was looking for. Hunting for Herobrine, Minecraft movie. Look it now. Yeah, it's going to 1 million views. ARG. It 5 years ago. Maybe The Witcher. I tried, it's not my type. I don't like Witcher game and series. It's too fantasy for me, but maybe the movie is better than game, but I don't know, it's not for me. It's better, probably. Looking better to me. Yeah, Minecraft is a game. So the guy is making this thing. Let's see what he has to say later. You see he's searching for it for a quite long time. Serious. What? Oh man. Some blood. Roma, yeah, I watched it a little bit, but didn't get it. I mean, it's not, if you mean on this, I couldn't watch it. But also this type of movies, I mean, I have Netflix for 2 more days, so I want to be able to watch it 2 days, 2 more days, so where we were hunting them. Besides that, I'm watching how they made this type of movies or YouTube series. Gather some crew bunch of them there. Nine minutes movie. Nothing is there. They're just talking. 11 minutes, 300,000 views. But we must understand that kids are watching that. I don't know. What finale? I don't get it, man. It's not for us. ARG. Madonna, don't cry for me. The best ARG documentary. Cybertronics website. What? The Beast. Oh, ARG is one of the most popular ARGs known next to the Why So Serious ARG and 9 Inch Nails. I found the other YouTube video talking about this, so I decided to make a video about it. Remember, if you want video, please comment and subscribe. Ooh, should we watch this? I mean, ARG is good because what is it? Let's go to. It's alternative reality game. Let's read it.
Alternate reality game. This article is about the genre. For the specific 1980s series, see Alternate Reality series. An alternate reality game, ARG, is an interactive networked narrative that uses the real world as a platform and employs transmedia storytelling to deliver a story that may be altered by players' ideas or actions. The form is defined by intense player involvement with a story that takes place in real time and evolves according to players' responses. Subsequently, it is shaped by characters that are actively controlled by the game's designers, as opposed to being controlled by an algorithm as in a computer or console video game. Players interact directly with characters in the game, solve plot-based challenges and puzzles, and collaborate as a community to analyze the story and coordinate real-life and online activities. ARGs generally use multimedia, such as telephones, email, and mail, but rely on the internet as the central binding medium. ARGs are growing in popularity, with new games appearing regularly and an increasing amount of experimentation with new models and subgenres. They tend to be free to play, with cost absorbed either through supporting products, e.g. collectible puzzle cards fund Perplexity, or through promotional relationships with existing products, for example. I Love Bees was a promotion for Halo 2, and The Lost Experience and Find 815 promoted the television show Lost. However, pay-to-play models exist as well. Contents, 1 definition, 1.1 unique terminology, 1.2 similarities to and differences from other forms of entertainment, 1.3 influences and precursors, 1.3.1 possible 2 basic design principles, 3 scholarly views, 4 development and history, 4.1 early examples, 4.2 The Beast, 4.
So this is really still interesting to me. I saw it a few months ago, and yeah, those type of movies give us wide range of possibilities to put some hidden things that will unlock some of the movies and game. Also we can combine them because you can put hidden messages everywhere, and internet ad, site ad. Yeah, let's hear it.
2 basic design principles, 3 scholarly views, 4 development and history, 4.1 early examples, 4.2 the beast, 4.3 community and genre growth, 4.3.1 grassroots, 4.3.3 a first experience in video games, 4.4 gathering worldwide gamers, 4.5 massive 4.8 new definition, edit. There is a great deal of debate surrounding the characteristics by which the term alternate reality game should be defined. Sean Stacy, the founder of the website Unfiction, has suggested that the best way to define the genre was not to define it, and instead locate each game on 3 axes: rule set, authorship, and coherence. In a sphere of chaotic fiction, that would include works such as the Encyclopedia and street games like SF0 as well. Several experts, though, point to the use of transmedia, the aggregate effect of multiple text media artifacts, as the defining attribute of ARGs. This prompts the unique collaboration emanating from ARGs as well. Sean Stewart, founder of 42 Entertainment, which has produced various successful ARGs, speaks to how this occurs, noting that the key thing about an ARG is the way it jumps off of all those platforms.
Yeah,
it's a game that's social and comes at you across all the different ways that you connect to the world around you. Unique terminology, edit. Among the terms essential to understanding discussions about ARGs are: 1. Puppet Master. A Puppet Master, or PM, is an individual involved in designing and or running an ARG. Puppet Masters are simultaneously allies and adversaries to the player base, creating obstacles and providing resources for overcoming them in the course of telling the game's story. Puppet Masters generally remain behind the curtain while a game is running. The real identity of Puppet Masters may or may not be known ahead of time. 2. The curtain. The curtain, drawing from the phrase, "pay no attention to the man behind the curtain," is generally a metaphor for the separation between the puppet masters and the players. This can take the traditional form of absolute secrecy regarding the puppet masters' identities and involvement with the production, or refer merely to the convention that puppet masters do not communicate directly with players through the game, interacting instead through the characters and the game's design. 3. Rabbit hole, trailhead. A rabbit hole, or trailhead, marks the first media artifact, be it a website, contact, or puzzle, that draws in players. Most ARGs employ a number of trailheads in several media to maximize the probability of people discovering the game. Typically, the rabbit hole is a website, the most easily updated, cost-effective option. 4. This is not a game, TINAG. Setting the ARG form apart from other games is that this is not a game sentiment popularized by the players themselves. It is the belief that one of the main goals of the ARG is to deny and disguise the fact that it is even a game at all. Similarities to and differences from other forms of entertainment. Edit. 1. Computer, console, video games.
What?
While ARGs generally use the internet as a central binding medium, they are not played exclusively on a computer and usually do not require the use of special software or interfaces. Non-player characters in ARGs are controlled in real time by the puppet masters, not computer algorithms. 2. Role-playing games, RPGs, and live-action role-playing games, LARPs. The role of the puppet master in creating ARG narratives and the puppet master's relationship with an ARG's players bears a great deal of similarity to the role of a game master or referee in a role-playing game. However, the role of the players is quite different. Most ARGs do not have any fixed rules. Players discover the rules and the boundaries of the game through trial and error. and do not require players to assume fictional identities or roleplay beyond feigning belief in the reality of the characters they interact with, even if games where players play themselves are a long-standing variant on the genre. Also, that this is not a game aesthetic is distinctive to ARGs, not being present in the RPGs or LARPs. 3. Massively multiplayer online role-playing games, MMORPGs. As outlined above with computer games and traditional role-playing games, non-player characters in ARGs are controlled by real people in real time, not by computer AI. ARGs do not generally require special software or interfaces to play. The games do not require players to roleplay or create characters or avatars. And ARGs generally use multiple media and real life in addition to the internet to distribute their narratives. 4. Viral marketing, internet hoaxes. While ARGs are often used as a type of viral marketing, they diverge sharply from the philosophy behind sponsored consumers, or other viral marketing practices that attempt to trick consumers into believing that planted shills for a product or other independent consumers. Similarly, they also diverge from sites or narratives that genuinely try to convince visitors that they are what they claim to be. Puppet masters generally leave both subtle and overt clues to the game's fictional nature and boundaries where players can find them, e.g. through clearly fictional names on site registrations, and many ARGs openly flaunt obviously fictional plots. The puppet masters of the genre's seminal example, The Beast, made it a point of pride never to pretend to be players in order to solicit publicity or nudge players along. And the Terms of Service of Unfiction, a community site for the ARG genre, strictly prohibit individuals involved in creating games from posting about them without disclosing their involvement. Influences and precursors, edit. Due to factors like the curtain, attempts to begin games with stealth launches to fulfill the TINAGU aesthetic, and the restrictive non-disclosure agreements governing how much information may be revealed by the puppet masters of promotional games, the design process for many ARGs is often shrouded in secrecy, making it difficult to discern the extent to which they have been influenced by other works. In addition, the cross-media nature of the form allows ARGs to incorporate elements of so many other art forms and works that attempting to identify them all would be a nearly impossible task. Possible inspirations from fiction and other art forms, edit. G.K. Chesterton's 1905 short story, The Tremendous Adventures of Major Brown, part of a collection entitled The Club of Queer Trades, seems to predict the ARG concept, as does John Fowles' 1965 novel The Magus. The combination board and card game, Play, that many of the main characters in Delaney's science fiction novel Triton, published in 1976, Play throughout his novel appears to be a type of ARG. The game's name was borrowed from a similar game and short story by Russ entitled A Game of Play. Ludic texts such as the popular Choose-Your-Own-Adventure children's novels may also have provided some inspiration. Reader-influenced online fiction such as AOL's Quantum Link serial provides a model that incorporates audience influence into the storytelling in a manner similar to that of ARGs.
So that
as do promotional online games like Wizards of the Coast's Webrunner games. Other possible antecedents include performance art and other theatrical forms that attempt to directly engage the audience.
Distinguish
The One Game, a British television drama serial screened in 1988,
reality and fiction,
was entirely based on the premise of the protagonist being forced to play an ARG, referred to as a reality game, in the script.
What?
Due to the influence The Beast exerted over the form of later ARGs and the willingness of its creators to talk about its development.
One game.
Its sources of inspiration are both particularly relevant to the evolution of the modern ARG and somewhat more verifiable than other possible antecedents. Elan Lee, one of its creative principles, cites the 1997 movie The Game as an inspiration, as well as the Beatles' Paul is Dead phenomenon. Sean Stewart, another of the three principal designers, notes that designing and running an ARG bears some similarities to running an RPG. And the influence of that particular game form is further suggested by the fact that Jordan Weissman, the game's third main designer, was also the founder of leading RPG company FASA.
Wait.
Stewart also noted that the sort of creative, collaborative, enthusiastic scavenging behavior, upon which the Beast depended has its antecedents outside the arts. The Beast just accidentally reinvented science as pop culture entertainment. The conspiracy in Thomas Pynchon's The Crying of Lot 49 may be an ARG set up by Pearson Verarity to bedevil Oedipus Mars. As may be the hallucinatory Turkish frontier across which A.W. Hill's Stephen Rasher tracks his quarry in the literary thriller Nowhere Land.
Wait.
Basic design principles.
Stop. Too much information. So Nick Thorne is a businessman who has achieved success by marketing games. Okay, he finds himself drawn into a reality game. Yeah, that's the plot which I am dreaming about. Something between movie and reality, like reality game, which you can play also. And you can find some of the movies there, some of the things there. Nick had forced out their games company after its initial success called The One Game. This is Nick takes on serious challenges which force him to explore his past while both his professional and personal life come under threat. Arthur said to Merlin after he helped set up kingdom he lost, "I don't need you anymore." Interesting one game. Let's watch it later. A lot of things to watch. But yeah, that's the concept that we can follow. Fantasy Flashback, the one game, the original, the one game. But what they said here.
Basic design principles. Edit. ARGs are sometimes described as the first narrative art form native to the internet because their storytelling relies on the two main activities conducted there: searching for information and sharing information. 1. Storytelling as archaeology. Instead of presenting a chronologically unified, coherent narrative, designers scatter pieces of the story across the internet and other media, allowing players to reassemble it, supply connective tissue and determine what it means. 2. Platformless narrative. Stories are not bound to a single medium, but exist independently and use whatever media is available to make itself heard. 3. Designing for a hive mind. While it might be possible to follow games individually, designs are directed at a collective of players that share information and solutions almost instantly and incorporate individuals possessing almost every conceivable area of expertise. While games might initially attract a small group of participants, as the participants come across new challenges, they try to find others with the knowledge needed to overcome an obstacle. 4. A whisper is sometimes louder than a shout. Rather than openly promoting games and trying to attract participation by pushing it toward potential players, designers attempt to pull players to the story by engaging in over-the-top secrecy. Have elements of the game warn players away from them and eschew traditional marketing channels. Designers do not communicate about the game with players or press while it is in play. 5. This is not a game (TINAG) aesthetic. ARGs themselves do not acknowledge that they are games. They do not have an acknowledged rule set for players. As in real life, they determine the rules, either through trial and error or by setting their own boundaries.
Let's see. But this is the game. Gripping twist on thriller and survival horror. No. Not the same one, yeah? As the predator holds hundreds of taxis. Let's move on.
They do not have an acknowledged rule set for players. As in real life, they determine the rules, either through trial and error or by setting their own boundaries. Narratives present a fully realized world. Any phone number or the email address mentioned works, and any website acknowledged exists. Games take place in real time and are not replayable. Characters function like real people, not game pieces, respond authentically, and are controlled by real people, not by computer AI. Some events involve meetings or live phone calls between players and actors. 6. Real life as a medium. Games use players' lives as a platform. Players are not required to build a character or roleplay being someone other than themselves. They might unexpectedly overcome a challenge for the community simply because of the real-life knowledge and background they possessed. Participants are constantly on the lookout for clues embedded in everyday life. 7. Collaborative storytelling. While the puppet masters control most of the story, they incorporate player content and respond to players' actions. Analysis and speculation by adapting the narrative and intentionally leave white space for the players to fill in. 8. Not a hoax. While the TINAG aesthetic might seem on the surface to be an attempt to make something indistinguishable from real life, there are both subtle and overt meta-communications in place to reveal a game's framework and most of its boundaries. Scholarly views. Edit. Overall, academics have been intrigued by ARG's potential for effective organizing. Across the board, a diverse range of organizations, such as businesses, non-profits, government agencies, and schools, can learn from the best practices and lessons of ARGs to similarly take advantage of new media and collective problem-solving. As such, implementation of ARGs in these different settings involves finding best practices for honing the collaborative transmedia elements of ARGs for these respective institutions. Much of this scholarly interest stems from the evolving media ecology with the rise of new media. In sustaining cooperative online communities, ARGs build on an alignment of interest, where problems are presented in a fashion that assists game designers in the goal while intriguing and aiding players in the goals. This returns to ARG's framework of transmedia storytelling, which necessitates that ARG designers relinquish a significant degree of their power to the ARG's audience,
So
problematizing traditional views of authorship.
That's the true
The majority
or
of the
not in that
Scholastic
movie
Review
that
on
we will
ARGs
make.
analyzes their pedagogical advantages. Notably, in the classroom,
There is
ARGs can be
no
effective
discuss
tools for
about
providing
that. We
exigence
shouldn't
on given
discuss.
topics and yield a collaborative and experiential learning environment. By the same token, weaknesses of classroom learning through ARGs include the need for a flexible narrative conducive to collaborative learning in large groups and a sophisticated web design. In a contribution to a volume focusing on play in cities in Springer's Gaming Media and Social Effects series, Eddie Duggan, 2017, provides an overview of pervasive games and discusses characteristics in ARGs, LARPs, RPGs, assassination games and other games where the notion of the magic circle, as elaborated by
Okay, now
Salin
when
and
we
Zimmerman,
have
is confounded. Development and
what you
history,
need, you
edit,
just need
main
to make
article,
it.
history of alternate reality games. Early examples, edit. OngsHat,
Just
Incunabula
go
was
for
most
it.
likely
It will
started
be
sometime
everything,
around
yeah.
1993, and also included most of the aforementioned design principles. OngsHat also incorporated elements of legend tripping into its design, as chronicled in a scholarly work titled Legend Tripping Online, Supernatural Folklore and the Search for OngsHat.
8 million
Some
views.
scholars
Look at
disagree
this.
on the classification of the OngsHat story. In 1996, Wizards of the Coast launched a proto-alternate
People
reality
like
game called
this
Webrunner,
things.
The Hidden Agenda, to promote their game Netrunner. It casts players as hackers through 7 puzzle-themed gates to get the secret data agenda. The popular game was the first online game tied into a product release, making the front page of the New York Times technology section. A sequel, Webrunner 2, The Forbidden Code, followed on to promote the release of the Proteus expansion of the game. Dreadnought was a non-commercial ARG produced with a grant from the San Francisco Chronicle and published on sfgate.com in 1996. It included most of the aforementioned design principles. The game included working voicemail phone numbers for characters, clues in the source code, character email addresses, off-site websites, real locations in San Francisco, real people, including then Mayor Willie Brown, and of course a fictional mystery. In 1997, a year prior to the release of the Douglas Adams computer game Starship Titanic, the Digital Village launched a website purporting to be that of an intergalactic travel agency called Starlight Travel, which in the game is the Starship Titanic's parent company. The site combined copious amounts of Monty Python-esque writing, by Michael Bywater, with ARG-type interactivity. The marketing for the 1999 movie The Blair Witch Project resembled ARGs in many ways, and some of its makers went on to create the 2005 Audi promotional ARG The Art of the Heist, expanding the world of the movie online, adding backstory, and treating the fiction as reality through real-world media such as flyers and a fake documentary on the Sci-Fi Channel. However, perhaps in part due to the subject material and the absence of overt meta-communications that this was fiction, it also resembles an internet hoax or attempts to create an urban legend. Pervasive play games like the Go game and the Nokia game also incorporated many elements similar to ARGs, although they tended to lack the narrative element central to ARGs, and prefigured the public play components of large-scale corporate ARGs like I Love Bees, The Art of the Heist and Last Call Poker. Electronic Arts Majestic began development in 1999, although it didn't launch until after The Beast had concluded, in 2001. Featuring phone calls, emails, and other media that involved players in a multi-platform narrative, the game was eventually cancelled due to lack of players. This was due to many factors, ranging from the monthly subscription fee, as part of Electronic Arts' Air Online venture, to Majestic's unfortunate timing and subject matter in relation to the September 11 attacks on the World Trade Center. Many players also criticized the absence of the TINAG principle, e.g. in-game phone calls were preceded by an announcement that they were part of the game. Although these announcements were optional based on user preference. The Beast, edit, main article, The Beast, game. In 2001, in order to market the movie AI, artificial intelligence directed by Steven Spielberg and based on Stanley Kubrick's unfinished project, and also a planned series of Microsoft computer games based on the film, Microsoft's creative director Jordan Weissman and another Microsoft game designer, Alan Lee, conceived of an elaborate murder mystery played out across hundreds of websites, email messages, faxes, fake ads, and voicemail messages. They hired Sean Stewart, an award-winning science fiction, fantasy author, to write the story, and Pete Fenlon, an experienced adventure game world builder, to serve as developer and content lead. The game, dubbed the Citizen Kane of online entertainment by Internet Life, was a runaway success that involved over 3 million active participants from all over the world during its run and would become the seminal example of the nascent ARG genre. An early asset list for the project contained 666 files, prompting the game's puppet masters to dub it The Beast, a name which was later adopted by players. A large and extremely active fan community called the Cloudmakers formed to analyze and participate in solving the game, and the combined intellect, tenacity and engagement of the group soon forced the puppet masters to create new subplots, devise new puzzles, and alter elements of the design to keep ahead of the player base. Somewhat unusual for a computer-based game, the production drew players from a wide spectrum of age groups and backgrounds. Although The Beast ran for only 3 months, it prompted the formation of a highly organized and intensely engaged community that remained active years after the game concluded. Perhaps more significantly, it inspired a number of its participants to create games adapting and expanding the model, extending it from an anomalous one-time occurrence to a new genre of entertainment and allowing the community to grow even after The Beast itself concluded. Members of the Cloudmakers group went on to form ARGN, the primary news source for the genre, and Unfiction, its central community hub, as well as designing the first successful and widely played indie ARGs, such as Lockjaw and Metacortex, and corporate efforts such as Perplexity. Community and genre growth, edit. The years immediately after The Beast saw independent developers who had played it extend the form from a one-time occurrence to a new genre of gaming, and the formation of an ever-growing community devoted to playing, designing and discussing ARGs. Grassroots development, edit. Influenced heavily by The Beast and enthusiastic about the power of collaboration, several cloud makers came together with the idea that they could create a similar game. The first effort to make an independent Beast-like game, Raven Watchers, failed, but another team soon assembled and met with greater success. With very little experience behind them, the group managed, after 9 months of development, to create a viable game that was soon seized upon eagerly by the Cloudmakers group and featured in Wired magazine as players of The Beast. Members of the Lockjaw development team were extremely aware of the community playing the game and took steps to encourage the tight bonding of the player base through highly collaborative puzzles, weekly Yuka games, and the inclusion of player personas in the game. While the numbers never rivaled those of The Beast, the game proved both that it was possible for developers to create these games without corporate funding or promotion, and that there was interest in the ARG form beyond a one-time audience for a production on The Beast's scale. Lockjaw marked the start of the ARG as a genre of gaming, rather than simply a one-time occurrence. Shortly before Lockjaw's conclusion, players discovered a game that seemed to revolve around the movie Minority Report. Despite speculation to the contrary, the game, known as Exocog, was not an official promotion for the film, but an experiment in interactive storytelling by Jim Miller. Inspired by
So
the
once
independent
again,
Lockjaw effort, Dave Zylborski
I'm just
introduced Change Agent, a
thinking
spin-off of EA's
that
failed
we should
Majestic ARG,
go
to the
there.
ARGN audience, then followed it with
I
2
should
additional
create
installments.
things during the day and then
During this time,
release it
Zylborski also
during the
created a
night
successful
or during the
grassroots
day,
game not
whatever.
based on the Majestic universe, called Chasing the Wish. Just before the release of the third
Yeah,
and the
why
final
not?
Matrix movie, the team that developed Lockjaw launched Metacortex, an ARG based on that universe. The fanfiction effort was very successful, reached a larger and more active player base than many professionally produced games, and was at first assumed by many to be an officially sanctioned promotion for the movie. Metacortex was followed by an ever-increasing number of grassroots ARGs. In the wake of these successful, low-budget independent ARGs, an active grassroots development community began to evolve within the genre. While the quality of the grassroots games varies wildly, amateur storytellers, web designers, and puzzle creators continue to provide independently developed ARGs for the active player community. Community development, edit. The term alternate reality gaming was first used by Sean Stacy, one of the moderators of the Lockjaw player community, in the trail for that game. Stacy and Steve Peters, another of the moderators, created the 2 websites that have become the central hub of the ARG community, ARGN and Unfiction. Due to their efforts, when Lockjaw ended, the players had a new community resource allowing him to assemble to play the games that were soon to follow.
Copy, okay.
Unfiction had over 32,000 members before its closing due to server costs. ARGN employs a staff of 15 volunteer writers to report on new games and other topics of interest to the community, as well as producing a weekly netcast. A first experience in video games, edit.
And
Although not considered as a
into
pure alternate reality game, missing since
Where is
January,
that?
In
Procedural
Memoriam, in
story-
Europe, is a video
storyteller.
game based on the same principles that appear in an ARG. An online inquiry. The game
Okay,
entering
we can
into the
stop
player's
now.
real-life environment, willingly confusing reality and fiction, real fact-based sites, emails. Developed from 1999 onwards by
Stop. Procedural storytelling. It's called Botnik. Let's see. It's Botnik and content. Oh, voices. No. Hey, but start. Okay. I don't know. If we just go there and try to import file that we created on desktop. Which one is it? This or it's this one? We are uploading. Just say hello. No. We need some text, you know. Story should every day we should make like at least 5 minutes video. So we need at least 5 minutes footage. project can be called dope. If you say again. Just start again. Save a text file to your computer. Wait. So you see how it's work. The Midnight Air store with all sleep of Flora, not Grievous Shore, with forest branches of this wind lives fair strive. What a sentence. The Midnight Air store with all sleep of Flora, not Grievous Shore with forest branches of this wind leaves, fair strive shall delight songs. If we publish it, what we're getting? And where can I see it? No way. So we need some fast way to create stories, or to take stories that are already done. How it's called? Let's see something about it. What this is the I don't know how it works. Tried, but don't know how to save the text. Is there some similar thing? Generative corpora. What does that mean? Procedural is totally free. Machine storytelling. Ne moramo. Bi zatvorila prozor konjucu. Kutoris. Not free machine, but how it's called? Story machine. I mean, I could go and grab some text, but you need a lot of it. We should release the first one in the days to come. And it should really be, I don't know, it should be really easy to make. We get cards here, maybe with those cards, so story development. Yeah, that's why I bought them. Oh. So this go here, I should put them somewhere. Hero 1. Also, we should stream sometimes. Maybe release one day, release the other day, make, and so on. The music. Be our music also. It will be hard to make it. Should concentrate on the story and offers word suggestion based on custom source material. Let's see. Again. I'm alive. Totally alive. Dot. You're alive, totally alive. And now if we say we should put this button here. One. And it can be Graham.
I am alive, totally alive. Yuri so near immerse, I wish you think about your house. I am alive, totally alive. Yuri so near immerse, I wish you think about your house. I am alive, totally alive. Yuri so near immerse, I wish you think about your house.
Wait a second.
I am alive, totally alive. You're so near immerse, I wish you think about your... I am alive, totally alive. You're so
near and immerse.
I am alive, totally alive. You're so near and immerse, I wish you think about your house.
Okay, and that's how we could go. Just a second, we will try one more thing. It can be also just a music video, maybe. Why not? Why not? Why not to challenge? Just like... that could be more easier for us to do. Don't explain anything, just play with the music. Let's try to take chords. Yeah. And is there some YouTube music web series?
Made with the OPZ. Check out the video on that.
Oh, no. Music YouTube. But how to find? Can we? Are we there? Okay, it will be not just music, it will be music videos. Yeah, why not to just go there and try to build every day one video. At least 5 minutes. We could build one for daily music videos. Scooby-Doo. Music web series. The thing is that it cannot be so interesting that's why I'm thinking to reduce the streaming at one hand, but at the other it's keeping us creative at least 2 hours a day. We must do it live. Yeah, why not, man? Why not? It will be web series, but yeah, with music it's easier. Musical web series. The musical parody web series. Cover song. Is there some music videos web series? Official music video, let's go. Barcode web series. Web series background music. Who's this guy? The soundtrack session. Weekly live music. Bands. It didn't succeed, man. It didn't succeed in that. He wanted, but yeah. Okay, man. Nothing but 257,000 views. Annoying places he's singing.
Bella, to take care of things.
Not so much views. What cheap. More like this. Yeah, with music it will really be easier. So let's try something. What should we put there for the video? We should record them things. Let's just try to browser exports. I think we tried. No. Maybe. But we need that simpler. Let's just put this here. Can we color this? No. Okay. Simpler. Add just simpler. Now, just this, and just manage sample. No. So we can take start, length, and okay. And I need to, for that purpose, I need two things. I need Ableton and OPZ. Is there OPZ at nope. Because it's easier for creating music, but what could we do? Okay. We can cheat a little bit, or even more, because also this music which we are listening now, we can use it and put it on YouTube because it's YouTube free, and we can also monetize it, but what's the point then? But there is no PC here, someone in between, and we are okay. We also have 8 hours of music recorded one. and we can really pull out the things and get music from that video. Like if I go here, okay, I'm just thinking loud. Let's just solo this one. Sorry, just try this one. Solo. I can also crop it here, like, can we? Crop, like this, loop, crop, sample. I already have 3 music videos like this, or 4, and they're available at Patreon. No. Maybe. Not bad. What is here? Let's hear it. No, I'm in here. Nothing yet. Let's just take this this one. Show in browser. Can we show it in Explorer? No. Can we just export this one? Duplicate, cut, rename, edit, freeze. No, I want to select it and export. Just select it. So we will basically will doing like music videos in 2 hours. Yeah, not just music videos, but music and video. 1 hour of music and 1 hour of video. That will be the challenge. And we can make like some show if you are creating something similar. You can send on the Discord and we can listen to it. I mean, it shouldn't be just like 1 hour. It should be longer, whatever you have to share. Yeah, we can share and we can discuss about that. But yeah, why not? Just with Ableton, push, OP1, and yeah, we should go. Let's go. With the flow, we got few seconds to go. 21 minutes. Selected tracks, export, and say break booty. Booty. 90 drums, yeah. It will go right there. So we'll need a lot of video content. Fast one. Slow one. Yes. Okay, let's delete this, cut this, and it should be where is the project? I'll just open it. Oh yeah, oh yeah. I wanted to discuss about the movie. I just exported yesterday. We should do it tomorrow. Just watch the movie and then try to create something. I must watch it, we must finish it. Send it to the festivals and start a new project. Yeah. There isn't new project there. Why? Let's try to load it like this. This one is dope. Okay, I exported this also. to see where you're saving this file. Don't crash, please. Now, will you crash? No. Create shortcut and move it here. Then cut this and put it sounds, beats. Okay, now put it there, but just say this one is number 4, I think. This is 5th. So 5th. This is 0, 0, let's say. 0, 0. Okay, so we are making 5th video already, which is good. We it would be great if we could make like 800 with those, because if we just go there and at our website, just see 2019 playlist. Yeah, we just stop at January 2nd with this. But look, there are just 281. Where the? I mean, let's see the first one. How to quick? No, I added this. Why I added that? 280. And it's from May. Yeah, quite a lot of views for me there that night, but we should go maybe like create video, music video from those videos. Let's see. But besides that, there are Is this the same? Why I added it 3 times? Hmm? Look. The same here. Maybe to go through those and just look at. There are like 3 times some of them. Yeah. We can just go and like take the music or who killed me? Yeah, I never go through the videos, but we should really do that. Yeah. It's hard to come back. Hey, 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 ho, 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 hey, ho. And here. It was from January 2019, and there is all like 2 times. Show me the duplication. What I'm trying to do, I want open level. What is show me duplication? Oh yeah, that's YouTube. Nothing here. Okay. So some videos are hidden still because I posted it at Patreon at that time. Tokyo movie. Yeah, where? It's from February 4th. I don't know. Oh no, I'm dead. Fuck this shit. It was so lagging. A lot of videos. You know, for these 4 years there is more than 1,000 videos. You see, this is unlisted. This one also. No, it's not. It's live. I cannot go up. It's too high. What's it done? he had some horse head. It was nice game. What? What happened? We're still struggling. Oh, you need a room. Room. When I found the cheat, everything just stopped. Okay. And so on. A lot of videos there. A lot of streaming hours. Five hours, man. Did they? Run to extraction, but yeah, there are a few problems because someone some dogs, two dogs.
Okay, so basically there was two teams, one of solo, two of a team, and they killed the solo, one of them got killed, and the other one just killed the spider and then tried to revive him, but we shot him. Basically, there's a need to say that we're kind of okay.
Okay, you think we are only now?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay. We need to create new videos really. Look at my hair. Oh, this night bot. Okay, that should be it for tonight. Not much, but there are much videos. We should really go through them and see them. This one is from December, so yeah. Views for 3 hours. I don't know. That's good or what. I shouldn't do that. I know how I got killed here. I exactly know. What to say? A lot of work. Should maybe crank up the resolution of my streams, maybe. I should try with that, but my comp is still not so capable of doing that. So that was it from me tonight. Need to work a lot. Let's import. We say here. Let me say 04 for all of those, and create 05, and we'll put everything there. Just audio, beats. This and go here, just find cropped, man. Showing browser. Showing. Here it is. Okay. And this break bit. Yeah. So we need to make something from this, which is like 6 minutes. Thanks for watching and see you around. Have a good night.